Yo, we're back again. Today we're gonna run through a 16mm music video. Let's get into it. Usually when you get the film back, it's always one long file. So for this one, Don P by Naughty, it's 14 minutes of just everything that we shot on the day. So the best thing to do is to run through it all, drag things along, sync things up. Obviously there's no audio either, so you really have to pay close attention to what you're putting together. I like to add a little grade just to see how it's all going to look. So as you can see here, I am syncing up all the footage. This is Romy Wrights, one of the featured artists on the song. Lots of syncing just to make the editing flow very smooth and easy to edit once it's all put together. Finding moments that were accidental, for example, like any whips or just accidental shots that I take on the day. I love to bring them in as much as possible. Just anything really. I mean, when you're shooting, especially on film, you obviously can't see anything on the day. Once I've got all the performance shots down, I then build on the story. This one, for example, we have a lot of old executive people from the music scene in the crowd watching them as they perform, and when Naughty comes in, everything turns to shit. We had a lot of practical effects in this one, like the disco ball, which you'll see shortly. Another few things that I really like with film is all the flashes and the techniques you can use to then cut to a different shot. I definitely maybe overuse that, but it's such a good technique. Really simple. Obviously it just comes from the camera. It really brings out a lot more character in the video overall. Basically it's just a lot of swapping things around, adding things in, figuring out what works where, what doesn't. It's your eye at the end of the day, so you really just have to trust it and hope that it's gonna work out. Another cool thing I like to do is quick cuts. So here we have, in the song, there's a moment where there's lots of hi-hats going off. So I decided to bring in multiple shots, just quick fire cuts, and it kind of changes the pace in the video because at the moment I've gone for quite long takes, and this is just to speed it up a bit, change things up a little bit. You know, we're 1:30, we're halfway through the song. So yeah, this definitely will help. Another thing that I really like to do is build the ending first, or halfway through, just so I know how much more I have to fill in, how many other shots I need to kind of find or maybe reuse, etc. I saw this cool reference online, which was like a split screen sort of thing, split focus, I guess. We did it in post, but we had Romy in the foreground and then her kind of point of view, but we put it in the same shot. Here we have just more additional B-roll shots, quick cuts. This shot here, we practically shook the tables and the wine glasses were going across the table. Really enjoyed this shot. I knew it was going to come out really well. And now the biggest thing for me when I'm editing is just making sure that the entire video is captivating, engaging, all of that. With budgets that aren't huge, you really have to work on making sure that everything works, everything looks good. Another thing that I've started to do quite a lot of is building on the audio. Just adds a lot more to it. You can add below like ambience, and then you can cut in with either whips and transition sound effects, or cut in with actually physical things like screaming, for example, in this video. Yeah, some things that I like were the big transitional whips and the when the disco ball falls on the lady's head. Little moments like that just really build a lot in the overall video. So yeah, there you have it. This is Don P by Naughty featuring Romy Wrights, all shot on 16mm. A super fun edit, super fun video to be a part of. All effects were basically practical from the camera or on set, like the disco ball dropping on the head. And yeah, I pretty much just pieced it together without adding too many effects. Super happy with it, and like I said, just getting the full clip with all the shutter transitions, cutting to the next shot, anything like that, just bringing it in, it just really helps build your video. And yeah, that's why I'm gonna keep shooting film, and that's why you should too. Signing out.
See, I do what it takes, yeah, I learn from mistakes, make some room, 'cause I'm only human.
Alright, so as you can see, this is the rig that we use, well, that I put together. All we have is a bit of tape, putting together these two poles, and some more tape on the other side. And it does the job. It definitely does the job. I don't really know how to talk or explain how I edit this shit, but hopefully this gives you a little insight on just how I do it, how I cut things up. Using anything practical is my favorite, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.